Now to the business of building of bridges, the Central Organization of Trade Unions, COTU, and Dialogue Reference Group have agreed on the need to create the position of Prime Minister and 2 deputies, but split on whether the country should retain the current presidential system and or adopt a parliamentary system. The 2 organizations are sharply divided on the place of the provincial administration in the constitution. COTU wants the provincial administration strengthened, whereas the Dialogue Reference Group wants it scrapped altogether.
The Task Force on Building Bridges to Unity received petitions and memorandum from various stakeholders. The Central Organization of Trade Unions, COTU, and the Dialogue Reference Group proposed changes to the executive. COTU favors parliamentary system, whereas the faith leaders want the presidential system retained but ensure inclusivity.
If we amended the constitution and we have about 6 slots or something like that, and the central people bring President Uhuru in any position, that constitution will allow him. We bring Mudavadi from Western, that constitution will allow him. After elections, everybody will be dancing. We need to go back to our old system of identifying and appointing cabinet ministers from the elected members of parliament.
The constitution be amended to provide for an executive that includes the president, deputy president, prime minister, and 2 deputy prime ministers, while cabinet secretaries appear before committees of parliament.
Opinion is divided on the fate of the provincial administration.
Scrap the provincial administration and facilitate adoption of the framework of government delivering as one.
Strengthen provincial administration. The Tanzanians tried to do away with it. They had to bring it back.
Proposals were made on how to address ethnic antagonism and divisive politics and corruption.
A national transitional justice authority should be established immediately to oversee the implementation of the recommendations of the Truth, Justice and Reconciliation Commission, TJRC, and the Commission of Inquiry into the illegal/irregular allocation of public land, the famous Dongo Commission report.
All corruption should be addressed through a mechanism for voluntary surrender of assets corruptly taken from the state and disclosure of co-conspirators. New corruption, which is any corruption engaged after the commencement of the amnesty period, must then be ruthlessly tackled through forceful seizure of assets and jailing of the corrupt for life.
The Maendeleo ya Wanawake organization called for enactment of laws to compel counties to embrace negotiated and guided democracy so that the principle of sharing county resources and jobs does not disenfranchise or shortchange minority ethnic groups.
Allow me to raise.
Patrick Amimo, KTN News.